Hello and welcome back to Train Sim World 2. We're back in Germany as promised, and we're going to be taking out a BR406 at the ICE3. Our service is the ICE17, Intercity Express 17, and it's about 9:30 in the morning in game. Oh, it shows us, it shows you all when this was recorded. Sunday, 20th of September 2020. There you go, dated. Our schedule, we're due to arrive in Köln around 10 o'clock, so about 30 minutes journey, and we should get up to a decent speed, I think. I tried to pick something where we can stretch the legs of the BR406. I'm assuming that's what it's called. I always thought it was called an ICE3, so that must be its actual class, and perhaps ICE3 is its nickname. Should we get on with it and get moving? Now, unlock doors. You can use this, but it's a little bit finicky. So I like to tab and then unlock. Yep, doors are opening. I don't know how to turn on. I'll just get up quickly. The train lights here. I don't know how they turn on at all. So everybody's going to be in the dark, just like the driver. That's not something you want to hear. The door closed on me. That's pleasant. Anyway, let's get back in the seat. There are some little screens here which may have some things on. Indicator brightness. Yeah. I haven't got any of the emergency things turned on. Anyway, let's shut the doors. Lock right, and then we can get going. I've had a bit of an issue with this one. I don't know why. We'll talk about it more once we get going. Right, release the brakes. I'm going to use the keyboard. There we go. And then we'll get moving, hopefully. To start with, we won't be moving very quickly, but it doesn't take us long before we get to pick up some decent speed. About 250 kilometers an hour. A little different to everything we've been doing so far. Yeah, we haven't got up to quite that speed, have we? Now, what we'll see for our midpoints are go vias. And if we're ahead of schedule, it will say wait until. Which is different. I'm not sure whether we just slam on the brakes. What I would imagine is you don't accelerate quite as much and you take your time a little bit to balance it. I don't know how the network would feel about us arriving too early, but I guess if there's a free track, why not? Let's not speed at the beginning. It does give you bags of time, so you can sort of relax in this one. So yes, issues I was talking about. No, I don't think it's anything to do with the game. Windows forced an update on me. How many times have you heard that? The 2000 version 2004, not from 2004. That'll be weird, but yeah. And so I don't know whether it's that or this specific route, but it's a bit stuttery in places. It runs fairly smooth. I'll bring up the FPS there. I am running at 2K resolution. If you're interested in the specs of my PC, they're always in the description, so you can get a rough idea of how to compare yours to mine. Oh, speed up, man. They're waffling. There we go. We'll just wang it up to 10. Sometimes it only goes up to 9. I guess a little bit of a rounding issue. I don't know. There's a little stutter. I'd imagine it's loading. If you're interested, I do run this on an NVMe SSD, so Samsung 970 Pro. And it shouldn't be too much of an issue. There we go. At first, I tried dropping it down to 1080p rather than 2K, thinking that might be the issue. I turned down some of the textures. That wasn't a problem. Then I noticed some other strangeties. That's not a word, is it? It might be. It's like niceties, the opposite. I'm making up words now. But that seemed to make no difference, so I put it back to 2K because it It looks pleasing. I know you only see it on YouTube at 1080p 60 FPS, and I'm hoping there's a little bit of marching ants syndrome going on, because I also switched it to FXAA. I don't know, the lower of the two, not TAA, because there was some bizarre artifacting going on. Not artifacting, flickering. Yeah, very bizarre flickering going on. So it didn't play nicely at all. I've left motion blur on. It actually makes it look slightly better. As you can see here, we're slowly creeping up on speed. So if anybody else had any issues, it probably doesn't apply to consoles, as you're on a fixed system. But for the multitude of various PC configurations out there, it could be my configuration. It could just be something with this route. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. It might look nice once it's squished down to 1080 from 2K, as my rendering software does usually a good job of that and smooths out some of the edges. I can give you a demonstration of the bizarreness, hopefully, with if we go outside, and when the catenary mass pass, you can see it does a weird, like, watery effect. Now, if you hit Control F2, it turns it... Oh, bridge. Tunnel, even. Well, there might be something above us, but tunnel didn't help. We'll wait until we've passed through these tunnels. Horn for anyone who's interested. It's got a low version as well that sometimes works. There we go. Driving under the speed limit. Anyway, let's go back outside. If we can we go back outside? There we go. Yeah. See, with the motion blur off and FXAA on, it seems to be alright. As soon as you turn it on, it does some bizarre watery effect. Anyway, shall we sit in the cab and enjoy a ride? Are we going the right speed? Yes, we're slightly going downhill. Can I just say thank you to everyone for watching these Train Sim World 2 videos. It's been a pretty good turnout, so I appreciate that, as it means I can go and buy more DLCs and take a look at all the routes. Probably not every one, but I'll try and get as many as possible so I can give you a look at them. Now, you might need to wake me up on this one. As I was testing it, it's very relaxing. There's not a lot to do. There might be if you had all the warning systems enabled. And you do have to pay attention to the grade a little bit, as it does tend to creep speed up. Oh, well, you know, after all that, you're speeding, Grand. You didn't even pay attention. That's the problem, you see. If you're not paying attention, you do speed because it's so relaxing. I've got headphones on when I record, and so there's a gentle hum going on. There we go. I mean, I don't think... What was it? 10 kilometers an hour difference? Or 20? Can't remember now. We've got to slow down for another one. Concentrate, man. It wouldn't be the first time. The brakes are pretty nippy on this. You can get away with some late braking. Although I'd imagine that's not how you're supposed to operate these. I was going to say drive them. I never know whether to say drive them or operate them. Operate seems better, but you are a train driver, as opposed to a train operator or a train engineer, depending on your location. I mean, I guess for something like this route, or this scenario, it is a scenario as opposed to a timetabled service. But for something like this, having all the bells and whistles on, which are, I believe, in this cabinet here, where you can turn those on, CFA, and everything's in there, if you're wondering. I will say it's lovely driving along in Germany like this. There's a tunnel. Let's wake everybody up. I don't know what you're supposed to do in Germany, whether it's just 1, 2, or whether you do the sort of UK one with the horn low afterwards. Go via location. Right, we've got 16 kilometres until we get there. You see what I mean about it creeping up on the old speed there? If you're not paying attention, it starts tripping over into the red. Not a big deal, unless you are going for a perfect score. Which I tend not to. I do try and drive it safely. Because, let's face it, on this route, you could see how fast this thing goes. It's got a VMAX down here. There you go. 330 kilometers an hour. Unfortunately, what are you slowing down for? You want to do the exact opposite of that. We're not getting up to that speed. Be a good test, though, on this this scenario. I guess we can knock this up to full. It's a lovely, peaceful train. Oh! No, don't. We'll take a look at that window behind us in a minute. Because the passengers get a nice view of the back of your seat. There's not much else to see. It's a big old window. I feel like I'm zoomed in or tucked in like a booster chair. I don't know whether that's the FOV setting for this seat. Perhaps you can adjust the seat. Maybe. I don't know. That was a thing, wasn't it? Back in Train Sim World, you could adjust the seats to... maybe. Do you know? Don't talk about it. Have a look. Can we adjust the seat? No. I can't see anything down there. I think we're just stuck with our face pressed against the glass. There we go. We're speeding again. Only in the yellow, though. Possibly acceptable. In any year. Terrible. Terrible dad jokes. Ooh. We've got the big windmill things up there. Windmill things. Yeah, that's what those are called. I've actually blanked. I know they're for power. What's their actual... Turbines. There you go, brain. I had to dig deep for that one. Turbines. Wind turbines, aren't they? So what are they called? I'm not sure now. I feel like that's what they're called. Goodness me. What are you slowing for? In fact, we can get to speed up soon. It's mostly tree covered, this line, but you can take advantage of the camera angles, possibly. What do we have? Do we have an 8? Yeah, there we go. I guess we could go and see our train up here. Don't look the other side. Oh, we're going through a station. I like that. I do like that you can still see the speed and everything. If we come here, we can see what we look like from a passenger waiting for a local train. Oh, that sounded good, though. Oh, that's pleasant. Oh, I like that. There it goes. You can zoom in with this one, like you've got a camera. Bit of rail fanning. Right, let's get back in. Oh, hello. There was indeed the local train. We were in that one last time out in Germany. I guess we can put it on minimum. We're still gently going downhill. Or as it increases. I don't know what 0.7% is, relatively speaking. I don't think that would be too much of a grade, would it? So, the passenger lights. Maybe they're in here somewhere. I would like to find them. It feels bizarre not having them. I could, of course, read the manual. If there is a manual with it. We're speeding again, just slightly. Let's see if we can't balance it out. And keep an eye on the track speed, Grand. It feels very UK-y out here. I don't know why. I'm just getting a little bit of a sense of home. Probably the rolling hills. In the dip of the rolling hills. The flat countryside. It's the complete opposite. It's perfectly flat out there, isn't it? In fact, I don't think there's a hill for miles. Oh, there we go. They're right in the background. I wasn't seeing things. There's the back of our train. There's the front. Now, you may think I was showing you that on purpose. No, I just kept pressing the wrong button. But we'll play it off. Pretend that that was done on purpose. Do you know what's happening secretly, deep down in my mind now? I'm verifying whether they're called wind turbines. I feel like they are. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. I can't believe I forgot the name of them. Windmills. I mean, close enough, right? Oh, that car was in the road. Melted. Did anyone else see that? Do we get to pick up speed yet? Oh, yes, there we go. We get to go up to 200 kilometers an hour. I'm not even going to attempt the math. Let's just say quite quick. Well, I like that bridge. As we're coming down here, I do think about things we could possibly get away with in Transport Fever 2. I'm going to you earned... Thank you. Level 5. Yeah. Some of the things we can get away with in Transport Fever 2 for recreations. Not so much out in Germany. There's a lot of big German YouTubers who do that. So, probably more everywhere else. Oh, I like that bridge. I remember that. We didn't get to sit in the train last time because I was outside faffing around with the camera, wasn't I? In our little local commuter. Little grain farm. I'm just double checking that the speed's not going to go down. Doesn't look like it. I think we're free. Greens all the way. We get to see now whether we're on time or a little late. Right, let's wait for that speed increase. I guess we can get it up now. We are on the flat. There we go. There we go. All the way. Another one of the local trains. Nice station. Oh, I was informed as well. Those little H's you see on the side, that's where you stop your train. You can definitely tell this is the, I guess, higher speed section of the track. It becomes very... Oh, we were on time. Look at that. It was a wait until, briefly. So with all my talking and going outside, and it was probably the little bit of speeding that got us closer to our schedule. But we're not doing bad, are we? Okay, you can drop that down a little bit. Speedy. There we go. That's the maximum speed for us. 250 kilometers an hour, which is coming up quick. At this speed, it doesn't take long to eat through... Well, how long have we got to our next go via? 18 kilometers. Yeah, it's going to go straight through that, isn't it? When you're travelling... When you can do 250 kilometers in an hour. Yeah, not going to take you long at all to eat through 17 kilometers. There's a lot of the... I've noticed it's quite busy with the regional services, the little local stoppers. Oh, come on. Let's get up to speed. I want to see the top speed. Well, not the top speed of the train. We're not reaching that. 3A would be lovely, though. Maybe one day we'll mess about with it and see if we can get... possibly on this scenario, I think we could get away with it. You do have a big stretch of where you could go faster, especially in that 200 kilometer an hour zone. We could maybe push it as far as possible and see if we can even stop. Today I would like to just try and be a little responsible. Just a little bit. Now we're getting up some speed. Yeah, it doesn't take long. This thing is quite powerful, even at the top end. It's lovely. We are going downhill, so that's going to help. Right, let's drop off the power. I don't know whether friction's going to play a big role at the moment. Even going downhill. Yeah, it is. Just a little bit. It's not... We're not accelerating too much, and we are hitting some little curves there. It's nice to be travelling at speed, though, isn't it? I looked the wrong way, really. Should have been looking at the... Well, you can't look much out the side, can you? At all. Anyway, while we're doing this and speeding along, I want to show you... If we get up You can see first class can have a good look at the, well, I guess to the side of us. But you can press this button. Not that one. That would be silly. This one. Look at that. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Right, get in here. Yeah, friction's playing quite a part. Physics. I won't pretend I know what I'm talking about. So you can actually accelerate a little bit, even though you're going downhill. That's why they would be doing the maglev to reduce friction, right? So you can get up to silly speeds. Be more efficient, I would imagine, as well. You're not fighting against the track, are you? I'm now talking to keep myself awake because this is the sound I was talking about. I'll just be quiet for a little bit, except for this bit. Look at where the curve is at the bridge pillar. A little bit nerve-wracking, if anything goes wrong. But yes, I'll just let you hear it. Isn't that relaxing? Very peaceful. I do like that. Ooh, bunch of warehouses. Are we getting into a built-up location now and probably close to our stop? Maybe. Maybe. We can't be far away now. There's another commuter. Have we overtaken many? I don't think I've seen many going the opposite way. Or is that going the opposite? That would be going the opposite way, right? We just overtook that one. I can't remember what colour the lights were. Was it red or white? Oh yeah, so pleasant. I'm hoping to get some high-speed UK action in Train Sim World 2 as well. That'd be nice. I mean, there is... Well, actually, I don't know whether there is. The Great Western Railway, GWR, right? That was a thing. I don't know whether they're bringing that across or whether it is already across. That's at least got the Intercity 125, not 225. Can we slow down? Well, no, not yet. We got 17 kilometers to go, but that's our target. Are we doing about okay, roughly? Well, I mean, we're uphill now, so we are going to have to give it a little bit of power. As you saw, even coasting at this speed will start losing a few kilometers an hour here and there. Downhill, we're on the flat. It's lovely and straight, this, isn't it? This section of track. Okay, you're going a little bit excessive now. Well, maybe we can coast here and just let it drop down, save a bit of battery power, bit of electric. Are we going to make it on time? I think so. I mean, that is coming down pretty quick. If I remember correctly, though, we've got to do some shenanigans towards the end before we even get to Köln. My mouth doesn't want to get around that at all. My tongue trips over itself. Relax. Oh, we got a 1% downgrade. That's nice. Going this way anyway. Wouldn't be so great going the other way. Got to fight against it. These are lovely trains. I love these. They are pleasant, aren't they? If we press 8, there we go. There's a lot of electricity above us right then. We're picking up speed this time. A little bit. No, we're dropping off. So 1% at this speed, you'd still pick up speed, but anything below that, it seems, would scrub off. I am carefully watching all around the trackside because we're approaching our stop pretty rapidly. And like I said, we've got to wiggle around a bit once we get there. Oh, there we go. There's our first slow down to 160 from 250 and going downhill. So we're going to be fighting against the grade as well. Right, I think we should start slowing down. At least train brake 2. How quickly is that slowing down? Because that's coming up pretty rapid. Yeah, there we go. I think we got it at that, haven't we? Well, there's a warning board for 12. Was that for us? 12 would be 120. Maybe. We might need to give it a bit more brake. Yeah, that's coming up quick. Come on. What about 5? We're not really doing much to our passengers. Yeah, we might miss it, or is this about perfect? Oh, no. I think we got it. Guys, look at that. We can release that. That's almost spot on. Maybe a little panicky. And I was looking at the speed more than the track. That's not how... Ooh, down to 70. Not how that's supposed to do. That's a fancy building. Ooh, what's that? Can you go in that? It looks like there's windows up there. I've never been to Germany. Okay, 1.8. And we've got to more than half our speed before we get there. I guess we can gently bring it down. We're pretty much on time, aren't we? We don't have to worry too much. 3.3 kilometers to go. Probably not that aggressive. We'll just let it slow down gently. There's the warning board. You saw a little yellow triangle under the signal. There's it loading in half the city, possibly in one go. Can we bring that down? I don't think we're crossing over. It's more that we branch off. There we go. Love it. Probably a little more on the brakes. I don't mind it going yellow. There's a plane in the distance. There we go. Almost professional. Not if you were sitting next to me. We can't. There's just one seat. I do like this. Sat in the middle. I wouldn't mind taking one of these. I was going to say I wouldn't mind taking one of these out for a spin. That's not what you do, is it? Being trained in one of these and then taking it out day to day. Obviously, I wouldn't be recording and making videos for YouTube, though. Because we've seen how distracted I get, and that would not be good. I like this bit where we cross over all this track layout. I mean, that would be really kind of nice to recreate. On a model railway as well, I would imagine. What's going on with the two coaches over there for that train? That's a bit bizarre. Are they dirty, or is that a different design? The cream coloured. Is that right? I've never seen the cream version. Or are they just super dirty? Right. What are we doing time-wise? 9 minutes 56. Definitely into a built-up area now. Another plane, or is that the same plane? And we just made our way around. Ooh, 40 kilometers an hour coming. We do want to slow down. Let's not be reckless. I think it's because we're going across the double slip switches up here into the platform. Our platform. Obviously, you can't go over those very quickly. There we go. Gently does it. Don't mind a bit of yellow. That'll be fine. Yes, we are just here. We're switching over and going straight across these. A whole bunch of double slip switches. You only really see that, don't you, at big stations. And in yards. There goes the plane. We've got a little bit of coasting to do. Coasting. 300 meters. Guess we can just gently bring it down. I don't want to crawl too slowly, as we want to get our back end out the off the main line, don't we, and free the switches for the other services around us, without being reckless, of course. Oh, we're getting close. There we go. I can't see any H's. I've looked around. I can't see any, so I don't know where we'd actually stop in real life or whether there are any stopping boards. Right, there we go. Let's just bang that on there. Guys, we made it in one piece. Early as well. Very early. I guess we can get out and take a look. There we go. Let's go out here. There we go. We're in Köln Station. It's big, isn't it? Very impressive. I like that structure. That big arch. That's impressive indeed. I think my frame rate's just tanked. Just a little bit. 52 frames per second. I guess it's not bad at 2K, right? I am thinking about getting a 3080. I'm not sure yet. I mean, I'm not at the moment because you can't get them, can you? Oh, we're supposed to wait till 10. Come on, leg it in there. Oh, I like the reflection off the glass there. That was nice. Up we go. Climb the step. Get back in here. Close the door. Can we get back and close it in time for 10 o'clock? There we go. Look at us. Oh, both trains are arriving. A little commuter and another intercity express. 10 o'clock, we'll close the door. There we go. Lock doors. Oh, is that it? Don't have to lock the doors? Well, I'm gonna. There's the noises. Thank you for completing this run. Let's see how you performed. Well, apart from a little bit of speeding and a slight lapse in concentration, I'm going to say not too bad. There we go. How far were we? 4.2 meters. Not too bad. And yeah, there's all the score. We did it on time. 30 minutes of there's our speeding up there. That's all right, isn't it? We didn't go too crazy. That's what caught me out just there. I enjoyed that one, guys. I'll keep investigating the performance. I'd like to see if I could inject some NVIDIA sort of control panel stuff into the display as well. I'm not keen on TAA. I feel like there are better ways to do it. I would have to investigate. I don't even know whether it's possible to take control of that via the NVIDIA control panel. Hopefully it looks good, and thank you for watching. It took 31 minutes, 17 seconds. We travelled nearly 70 kilometres. We walked 106.7 metres, or 106.8, and we're on time. Look at me go. All right, guys, until next time, take care.